My name is Deschain, and I'm here with TruthStandsAlone, episode 4. Today, we're talking about a very controversial topic, more so than we have in the past. It is abortion. And of course, abortion is going to be the way that Trump wins in 2020. That's going to be the reason. And here's why. So, we'll start out and we'll just say that abortion is one of the only issues that unites Americans. It is. Because, there's controversy on both sides of gun control, but abortion is something that, there still is controversy, but most Americans don't side on the side of, the Democratic Party. And I'll tell you why. So let's start with the New York bill. For those of you that don't know, this bill allows mothers, to have an abortion, to kill the baby, for reasons that don't have to be physical. So they can be mental, so that can just be like, oh, I'm having a bad day, I'm feeling stressed, and they're legally allowed to. And, mental stress qualifies as a reason. And the abortion law allows mothers to have an abortion up to 9 months of pregnancy. So up past the third trimester. So, we're kind of past, rare, legal and rare, which is what it's safe, legal, and rare. We're kind of past rare. And, of course, mental health, unless it's a very real, okay, this mother is not mentally stable, and this will destroy her mentally, and she will be a vegetable, and there is an actual mental illness, there's real mental repercussions that will happen because of this, it should not be a reason that we abort a baby. Okay, especially, and for all those that are like, no, it's not a baby, it's a fetus. At 9 months, it is a baby. Okay? At 9 months, it is an actual child in the womb. If you take it out at 9 months, it looks like a baby. It can feel pain. It is self-aware. That is a child. Okay? It's not a fetus. It's a baby. You're killing a baby at 9 months. And, this even goes farther because, this is the actual Democratic platform. This is the agenda that's being followed, is that now abortions need to be up to 9 months. It's terrible. Just awful. You're killing a child. Moving on, the Virginia governor, Ralph Northam, Virginia governor for now, good luck, Ralph, but he was actually not even caught on tape. He was on a radio show discussing his view of let's just say post-birth abortion. That's evil. This is an evil thing. Post-birth abortion. Having abortion outside the womb isn't abortion anymore. Let's not use the nice, clean terminology. Let's just call it killing. You're killing a child. It's not even like, you reach in and you kill the child, and it doesn't look like a child when it comes out because you've torn it apart inside the womb. No, like literally there's a baby there that you make, in his words, you make it comfortable, and then you have a discussion. What? What? That's terrible. This is a terrible thing. And I still love it. This, to kind of on a side note about the whole Ralph Northam thing. For those of you that don't know about this, you probably know about the racist photo that came out of him, as one of the people either dressed in blackface or dressed as a KKK member at a Halloween party. It's funny because this really shows that, racism kind of trumps saving a baby. Because, I remember when I looked this up, it was actually harder to find because before that, you had to go through all the pages addressing the racist photo. That's terrible. I do care if he's racist because that's something terrible, and I fundamentally disagree with judging someone based on their race. But I gotta say, I'd much rather have a racist than someone that wants to have post-birth abortion. Okay? I'd love, comment below. Tell me how you feel about that. Because for me, post-birth abortion is kind of the extent. I can't think of an issue that I put before abortion at this point, if this is where we're going. Moving on, New Mexico is, in the process of talking about having a very similar bill to New York in that sense. So, we see this kind of across the country in that it's not ending in New York, and it's not ending with, Virginia Governor Ralph Northam. It's starting, in New Mexico, they're talking about a bill that provides abortions up to birth and, forces doctors actually to perform the abortion. So, as a doctor, you can't say, no, I'm morally against performing a 9-month abortion, like literally killing a baby that's inside your body that will come out in, I don't know, a matter of hours. Like up to birth means that you can literally abort a baby that's about to be born. It's terrible. Just awful. Like this is, this is evil. I'm not a fan of Trump's rhetoric. I actually don't think he's a very good person. I agree with a lot of his policies, but I don't think he's a good person. This is actually evil. This is real evil. You can't sit there and tell me how evil Trump is if you support this. Because I will vote for Trump any day to stop this. Just terrible. Okay. And, moving on to how this is going to make, for Trump to win. For one, in a poll, in the poll done by U.S. Today, it actually showed that 13% of people approve of 9-month abortions. So, so in New York, they celebrated the law being passed. The vast majority of Americans, over 3/4, disagree with what you're doing. So I wouldn't actually go around and, parade that. I'd try to keep it under wraps. I'd be like, shut up. Let's not mention that we're killing babies. This is bad. This is very bad. Especially at the beginning of the 2-year election cycle. You really want to be running for president where, the majority of Americans are now focusing on your abortion policy that they don't agree with? And remember, abortion isn't like gun control. The people that disagree with it think it's fundamentally killing a baby. Like it's not, it's not like gun control where you're like, I disagree with it because it's my right. No, it comes down to like, I disagree with it because you're killing a baby. Like that's a baby that just died because of, the law. So, if there's a more uniting cause than that across Americans, I haven't seen it. If you think that there's a more uniting issue, comment below, and I will personally address it. Moving on. Okay, so this issue obviously unites Americans because, again, 13% approve of the New York abortion bill. And it's funny because this is a gift to Trump. Because now, instead of having to, form coherent arguments about his points and, kind of giving, having to give you an explanation of why he wants to pass laws, all he has to come out and say is, I don't want to kill babies at 9 months. That's it. I don't approve of it. Can we just agree that we shouldn't kill the babies? And now you have 87% of Americans that say, I'm voting for the guy that's not killing babies. That's it. Really? Like you put him in a position where he can basically say whatever he wants, and all he has to come out and preface it with is, let's not kill babies. And everyone's on board. Everyone's on board. And it's a blank check to kind of say whatever he wants. It's hilarious because you put this so that now he can kind of just go out and literally, like, for all the people that think he's racist, I gotta say, he can go out and say racist things now. Like, it's a blank check. You can't call him on anything because now you're the one supporting killing babies. I don't want him to say racist things. I don't want our president to be racist. But I'd much rather have him be racist than a baby killer. Just gotta say. So, there's this issue, and it's hilarious because to bring it in now is almost a death sentence for Democrats. Because again, it's a uniting issue that most people feel very strongly one way or another on, and when the vast majority of Americans feel very strongly in the opposite direction, to bring it in during an election cycle is just stupidity. It's not, it's not daring or courageous or whatever you want to call it. It's stupid. It was a stupid decision, and it's going to bite them in this upcoming election. I personally can't wait to see that, because again, I support Trump. I'm not a Trump supporter, but I do support his policies. And so, comment below. Do you think I'm wrong that this issue is not going to be one of the focal points of a Trump victory, unless he comes out and says something absolutely terrible? And by I say terrible, I mean Trump terrible. So that has to be very bad. Something his advisors can't sit there and say like, no, don't tweet it. So again, I can't believe that they bring this out, kind of so close to this, the start of this election where people are starting to announce their candidacies. Anyway, I've gone on long enough about this issue. If you disagree, comment below, like this video, and subscribe. And of course, we're going to talk more about this in upcoming videos. I know that I'm trying to set up a debate between some liberals I know and really get their opinions on this, because, as a left-leaning person, I can't imagine that, the majority of even Democrats are in favor of this. I think it's only the high-ups. I really like to see that. Anyway, comment below. I'd like to know what you thought of this video, and we'll see you next time. Thank you.